last weekend, 2-2 draw, all week to prepare. Are you ready for Celtic on Sunday?
I think we're more ready as a squad this week than we were last week. There were severe disruptions last week due to the issues we had with the COVID situation. Thankfully the players are all back and they're all healthy, their families are healthy, which is first and foremost what matters. So yeah, we've had a better chance to prepare, but look, we know what we're facing here. We're facing a very good side in front of a big crowd compared to what it has been in the past few years, but we're going in there with a game plan that we hope we believe can get us a positive result.
Does the situation that came out of last week, does that highlight, although we're coming out of the COVID restrictions, that it's still there?
I don't think it highlights. We know it's still there. We're still testing minimum 3 times a week. There's still a lot. You see it in the news, you see it every club, you see games going off, so we're well aware. That's as hard as it's hit our club, and it was challenging, it was tough, and I think credit to the people at the club for how quickly they dealt with it, but also credit to the players that hadn't trained all week and for 10 days and were in isolation and could go out and put a performance on for this football club, and that's why they done it. The ones were desperate to play, the ones that didn't play that were in isolation were also desperate to play, so we had no issue with that, and I was proud of them, to say the least, last week, and the way they handled themselves. I was proud of the way the football club handled itself as well.
So how have you felt things have gone this week with a full week's preparation, obviously in advance, having everybody back, etc. Has that worked quite well this week? Yeah,
of course it has. It's always better to have your full squad to prepare. You're working all week on a game it's a big game for our club. It's one of the reasons we wanted to be back in the Premier League, to go to venues such as that and play at those venues, because they're fantastic places to play football. But that's what it's a game of football. It's 11 v 11, and we want to go there and put our stamp in the game.
Celtic have some new arrivals that are coming this week to them from there. Is that something that you've given any view to or thought about, the new arrivals that have arrived at Celtic this week?
Yeah, look, of course we do. We look at every club, we look at what threats they can cause us, where we can hurt them, and Celtic are no different, whether it's Celtic or St Mirren. If St Mirren would have signed a player through the week, we'd have done the exact same. So no, we're well aware of that, and we've seen them last night, so yeah, we're looking forward to it.
And the game, as I say, there'll be more people into this game on Sunday than there've been for a long time. How much of a difference will that make to the players? I know there's not going to be any Dundee fans there, but does that lift the Dundee players as well as the Celtic players, the people being there in these numbers?
Yeah, because it has been noticeable. The fans getting in last week was fantastic. It was great being here last week with the crowd. Sunday there'll be an even bigger crowd, but like, these lads have all played in crowds that size before or bigger, so it won't faze them in that sense. Will it edge them on? Yeah, of course it will. The atmosphere helps them. The atmosphere will help the Celtic players. The atmosphere will help the Dundee players, because it became normal playing. I know it sounds daft, but it became pretty normal playing in front of no fans, and now you get that buzz. We got the buzz at the playoff semi-final against Kilmarnock, or the playoff final against Kilmarnock, with the fans being in, and that was brilliant. So we want fans back, whether you're home or away, because they make a massive difference to football. We know that, you can see that, and it'll help the Celtic players, it'll also help the Dundee players.
What's the team news for Sunday?
Danny Mullen is out. We're waiting on word from a surgeon. Cammy Kerr is out. Everybody else seems to be okay, unless I've missed someone. Yeah, Jakubiak is a chance. We'll give him to the very last minute, as we will Liam Fontaine. Yeah, no, we're looking good.
Various speculations in the transfer market for a number of clubs obviously this week. Is Dundee still in the market for new players coming in before the window ends?
Look, we're always in the background working away. It's the same answer all the time, because it's the same thing all the time. If a quality player pops up that we think could add to our squad, then we'll do it. But what we won't do again is go out and just sign players for the sake of signing. But yeah, we're still always on the lookout. There's targets there that that we're already targeting for January. So like, if that pops up, then who knows? We've seen it before at this club where we thought we were getting Paul McMillan in the summer, we got him in January. So like anything can happen. Football is a cliche, and yeah, we're always looking.
Yeah, no, obviously it'd be a real tough test, to be fair. Obviously the quality they've got in the side, the size of the club as well. It's important for us that I think the message was to, not just to make up the numbers. We're not going there for a day out. We're looking to build on a decent result last Saturday, and go there and try and win the game.
Is this a good time to be facing Celtic? They seem to have had a difficult start to the season. So do you feel this is a good time for Dundee to be taking the field to Celtic Park?
I'm not sure, to be fair. I know they've obviously lost the opening game, but you look at the size of the club, the success they've had in their history, and the quality they've still got in the side today. It's always going to be a real big ask for us. But like I said, there we're going there to try and win a game and get our first win of the season. So I think that's important for us.
How have the preparations been this week? Looking forward to the game on Sunday.
Yeah, very good. Obviously, the lads who have come back in from isolation, we've had a full week now, and building up to the game. So it's been real good. We've done some work on them and sort of their strengths and what they're going to bring, and also how we can hurt them on Sunday as well. So it's been a real good week.
Do you feel the week that you've been able to focus solely on this game will be an advantage to you over the distractions that Celtic had with Europe this week?
You think you look at their squad, they can rotate. A few players who maybe would have started didn't start Thursday, so they've got a real strong squad there, and able to rotate. So I'm sure they'll be as fresh as they can, and we've had a real good week on focusing on them. So yeah, no, it's been a good week.
Started off with a 2-2 draw with St Mirren here last weekend. How do you feel that went as a game in a whole?
Yeah, no, I thought actually the first couple of minutes we started really well, and then obviously had the sucker punch of them scoring just after we had a good spell early on in the game, and then I thought the way the lads reacted to the early setback was brilliant. We get the goal just before half time, and then they get the penalty, which in my view was really soft, and then again to show that sort of bounce back ability. I think sort of the squad's built up maybe back end of last season that got us promoted, and then obviously the red card, and then we were on the back foot for the last sort of 20-25 minutes. But it was we stood up to it really well. I thought everyone put an hell of a shift over the sort of the 90-95 minute period, and got us a decent point in the end.
So what does that tell you about Dundee as a team being able to go through what they went through and still come out with a draw at the end of the day?
Yeah, I think it's positive. I think there's probably not disappointed obviously with the draw, but we wanted to start off with 3 points. But I think when you look at the course of the game and how sort of it panned out over the period of time, we I think it showed sort of the desire, the character as well to dig in for that sort of, especially sort of the last period when we were down to 10 men, and then obviously coming back twice from behind to take a point. So I think that bodes well for us for the season.
Last one for me is about the fans coming back in. Obviously the crowds are going to be back to the football in full from Monday onwards. What difference does that make to the players?
It's huge. Obviously I played down south. I think we only had sort of maybe 2 or 3 games away from home when it was sort of 2,500 in, and even with that, it makes a hell of a difference. I think you could see here on last Saturday, even sort of when we were going behind, and you could feel the sort of fans' energy to drive us on. So obviously I know there's more in for the cup game, so that's going to be brilliant. And it's nice to be getting back to some normality, sort of out of football, and obviously having the fans back. So it's brilliant, and one we're really looking forward to.